Stop deceiving yourself. Stop making yourself blind to the truth. Yes, it is possible to make yourself blind to the truth. In Obadiah 1 verse 3 it says, "For the pride of thy heart deceiveth thee." It's pride that makes you blind to the truth. In 1 Corinthians 3:18 it says, "Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise." It says, as soon as you think yourself to be wise, that is when you are being deceived. Self-flattery is the next step to self-deceit. In 1 Corinthians 8 verse 2 it says, "And if any man think he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know." As soon as you find yourself thinking, "I know it all," realize that that is pride working its way into your heart. Proverbs 26 verse 12 says, "Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope of a fool than of him." Do you think yourself to be wise? Well, there's more hope for a fool than for you. The second part of 1 Corinthians 3:18 says that we must be willing to become fools in order to be wise. Why is that? Well, the Bible says that the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. And it says that the foolishness of God is wiser than men. Are you willing to look foolish? In James 3:17 it tells you what true wisdom is. And it says it's pure and peaceable and full of mercy and full of good works and open for reason and without partiality. Wisdom is acts in humility, in obedience to Jesus. The Pharisees in the New Testament weren't willing to go into the hall of judgment in order not to defile themselves for the Passover, while at the same time trying to get Jesus crucified. They were so wise in their own eyes that they didn't even see wisdom right in front of them. Are you open for reason? Are you willing to listen to others? In James 3:13 says, "Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom." You want to be wise? Show it by the way you live. Show it in your meekness and your wisdom and in humility by humbling yourself to Jesus. If Jesus tells you, love your enemies, the world's going to tell you that's foolish. You can't love your enemies. Jesus is going to tell you, don't avenge your enemies. The world's going to say, but they're right there. Get them back. Jesus is going to say, give and don't ask anything in return. The world's going to say, that's foolishness. You're going to give everything away. Jesus says, turn the other cheek. The world's saying, you are not a doormat. You can't just let everybody walk over you. Are you willing to look foolish today for Jesus? Well, you might say, well, I do these things. I'm willing to be less. I'm willing to submit to Jesus. I'm not scared to look like a fool. Actually, it's quite nice when people think I'm crazy. When I talk to strangers, when I'm friendly to the cashier or to the person at the toll gate or at the guy putting my petrol in, I actually enjoy it. Well, here's a test for all of us. It's like, are you foolish enough to go out today and tell somebody about Jesus? Are you willing to bring Jesus up in conversation with a stranger? If you're sitting on a plane, are you willing to tell that person about Jesus and what he's done for you? Or are you too scared that you might look foolish? My prayer for us is that we would act in true wisdom, that we would go out today and act in true wisdom. We don't act foolishly. We act in wisdom, but the world's going to perceive it as being foolish. Are you ready for people to mock you? Jesus says in Luke, he says, woe unto you when all men speak well of you, for so that their fathers to the false prophets. Stop expecting people to praise you. In John 12:43 it says, for they love the praise of men more than the praise of God. What do you desire today? Do you desire the praise of God or man? Go love someone today. God bless.